Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to this webinar. So this is one of our Bitcoin Cash series webinar where we talk a lot about Bitcoin Cash products or services. And in today's episode, we are here to talk about BCH Bull, or let's say the title, Let's Make Money with BCH Bull. And we have Blake here with us, who is going to show us around the BCH Bull platform. What is it actually for? If you're a beginner, if you're a newbie who have no idea what BCH Bull is, I think you're in the right place. So, in today's webinar, we'll be exploring the platform, knowing what it is, and how can you benefit from the platform as well. So, let me just share my screen to show you a little bit of information about the platform, and then we'll get started. Oh, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good. Okay, let's so this is the website. If you head to bchbull.com, you get to see this. It says "Be the Bull: A New Frontier in Decentralized Finance." So BCH Bull is one of the DeFi platforms on Bitcoin Cash. If you look at here, it says permissionless contracts, and you do leverages, and it supports multiple assets. Its own chain, no counterparty as well. And let's get to a little bit about this. Is it here? So BCH Bull is the number one DeFi application on Bitcoin Cash, allowing you to speculate and stabilize your funds. That's hedging without requiring permission or middlemen. So I think a little bit of facts about BCH Bull. With over 100 million of contracts in its first year, flawless redemption and support for multiple assets, including USD, EUR, gold, silver, and more. BCH Bull demonstrates the true power of P2P smart contracts on Bitcoin Cash chain. So we are doing these speculations and stabilizations all on the Bitcoin Cash chain via this platform. So far, we have over 20,000 plus smart contracts have been done on the BCH platforms, and we have over 340,000 uh, BCH, that's volume, and then its TVL, we have a highest TVL of about $14 million on the platform. So you see, BCH Bull has been doing amazing. Uh, yeah, BCH Bull has been doing amazing, and here over, if you are new to the platform, we have what we call the user guide, which I think will guide you and have a lot of information that you might require. And we have some pictures here as well as on the media site, which you can check it out. So I think I will hand over the platform to the space to Blake, and Blake will tell us, okay, just a little bit of maybe story intro, how he came to know about BCH Bull and his experience with BCH Bull, and then we get to see probably how to at least maybe place a contract or stabilize or also hedge. Yeah. So let me stop sharing and yeah, Blake.
Right. So
So
I came to know about BCH Bull uh, about a year and a half ago now. So I was on January 1st of 2023. The platform was new at the time. And I personally found this platform to be extremely useful for me because it's a decentralized application. So you can leverage and you can hedge in a decentralized space. You don't have to use any centralized parties like Coinbase or Binance to do your speculating anymore. This platform allows you to speculate up to 7.7 times your uh, the times your investment. So whatever you put in, it would be 7.7x is the maximum that you can speculate. And so I've been using this platform for like a year and a half now, and I've gone to different countries and I've shown a lot of people how to use this platform. And people have found it very exceptional, very useful. Um, Currently on the
Wow.
platform right now, I'm still using it at this very moment. I have $70,000 of my own money right now, just in positions right now. And
Wow. That's awesome. I think this is one of the biggest story I've had regarding BCH Bull, and I think you're one of the co-active users of the platform, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a post you did last year, which was after a year of using BCH Bull, and then you mentioned some statistics which are awesome. Like, this is one of the this is like a success story to the platform, I can say, because it's been great to see someone really take advantage of the platform. So yeah, I think with the whole Bitcoin Cash rise and how the market is currently, if people know, okay, they can be able to use this platform and at least make some few profit, that will be awesome. That will be really, really amazing, because not only on the profit side, you can also, or stabilize your money. Can you talk about a little bit about hedging? What does that do? Like, what's the concept?
right. So hedging is just the same thing as selling your Bitcoin Cash, really, except in when you hedge on BCH Bull, you never actually have to sell your BCH for US dollars, for example. You don't have to convert it into any other currency. It will stay as BCH. But when you press stabilize and you hedge your money, it's essentially like you sold it at a certain price, and by the time the contract finishes, they will return you the BCH in they will return you the same value of BCH in US dollars, but you never actually had to convert it to US dollars yourself. You don't have to go sell it on Binance or anything. It's all done in BCH.
Wow, that's really awesome. And I think one of the amazing things to say on the platform, all these things happens on chain, on the platform. And one good thing about the platform is you don't need any heavy KYC, you don't need any sign up, or it doesn't collect any details. I think all you need is a wallet, right? It's a wallet that you have your BCH on it, and then the platform, right?
Right. That's what makes it really incredible. It's just a decentralized platform. You don't need to do any KYC. You don't, all you have to do is just have a BCH wallet. You download the Bitcoin.com wallet. As long as you have that, you can go on BCH Bull and make um, as many positions as you want. And yeah, you were right that I made the Twitter post January of this year, that after 1 year of using BCH Bull, I ended up making about was 700, was it like, I don't know how much was it, like 750 BCH or something. It was equivalent to like $250,000 at the time. Now it's worth $750,000 because of the
Yeah.
explosion of BCH. But that's what you could have done on BCH Bull in just 1 year. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money for just clicking a couple of buttons every few days.
Wow, that's really awesome. So, I think, can we talk about a little bit about the some of the features of the platform, which the leverages and also the multiple assets? Like, can you just share more light on them?
Right. So on BCH Bull, it's actually a very simple platform. You only have to deal with two buttons, and there's a speculate button and the stabilize button. The speculate allows you to take your Bitcoin Cash, and you are able to create a speculate position that multiplies the amount of BCH that you have, that you're basically risking, that you basically hold. So if you have one BCH and you speculate at 7.7x, you now have 7.7 BCH, uh, basically making you money if the price goes up. However, if the price goes down, you end up losing more of your money because you are in a leverage position.
Okay, that's really awesome. So, I think that's more. That's enough about the platform. So, can we do a little bit of demo, just to show our attendees, our speakers, how to probably place a contract, and and what the platform really looks like.
Yeah. Should I show my screen?
Yeah. You can share your screen, I think.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll show you my BCH Bull. Uh, let me see this.
I mean, yeah.
Is
I
this
think I
working?
just added you as a co-host. Okay, yeah. Your screen is live now. Okay.
All right. So this is my my BCH Bull thing here. So as you can see, I only have 3 positions right now,
Yeah.
and so they equal $60,000 right now. And so as you can see, like I have both speculate positions and
Yeah.
hedge positions.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so the really cool thing here is um, for hedging, you would want to hedge when the price is very high and you think the price is going to go down. That is a
Yes.
good time to hedge your money because you
Mhm.
don't want to lose the dollar value of it.
Yeah.
So that is what hedging is useful for. And speculating is really good if you think the price is going to go up.
Up. Yeah.
So um, just to show the viewers here, so in the current positions that I have, right, you could choose the amount of time that you create these positions for, and you can choose the amount of leverage um, that you have in your speculative positions. You can also choose how much protection you have on your stabilized positions. There's a lot you can do.
Okay.
And
Let me ask this question. Can one get can someone lose money on the platform if he or she can someone lose money? Like
of
at what
course,
stage can you lose money?
you can of course lose money on anything that involves some risk, and
Yeah.
leveraging does involve a certain amount of risk. And most people, when they first start out, they might actually lose a little bit because maybe they're not used to operating in a platform like this one. But
Yeah.
BCH Bull has a lot of advantages, and one of the main advantages of BCH Bull that nobody ever talks about is the fact that it does not operate in real time. It is actually delayed. So right now, the price of Bitcoin Cash is $695.46, but on
Yeah.
BCH Bull, the price is $693.77.
Yes.
Usually BCH Bull is a dollar behind. I don't know why. It's always a dollar behind. But
Yeah.
if so, right now the price of Bitcoin Cash just went up a dollar to 696.32, but
Yes.
BCH Bull did not go to 694
690.
yet. It is
Yes.
one. It is behind by 2 minutes. And so, if you do see that the price of BCH has spiked or dropped, you can quickly go to BCH Bull and make a position. And if you do it this way, you actually cannot. You It's very hard to lose money in a
Yeah.
platform like this one. It gives you a lot of really cool advantages.
Yeah. I
So
think
as you
that's really awesome. So and okay, I see from the other slide where you have contract set in and then you have time. Like how long can you set a contract? Like what's the maximum amount of time and then what's the least amount of time that you can set a contract for?
Right. So let's do like an example contract here. Let's say you want to make a position for like $1,000. So you would
Okay.
type here 1,000 USD, and you would choose the asset class. So in this case, I want to do BCH against the
USD.
dollar, US dollar. But
Yes.
you can choose different things. You can choose Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold,
Gold.
silver, the
Yeah.
Chinese yuan, or the Indian rupee.
I think
US
these
dollar
are
is
the asset
simple.
class.
What?
I said these are the asset class. These are the
These are
asset
the
class.
asset classes, yes. And so the US dollar is the most simple. It has the most liquidity because most people operate in this asset class. And so you would choose the amount of dollars you want to make a position, and then there's only a couple of bars over here that you can use. So this time bar, you have to
Yeah.
choose the amount of time you want to create your position for. So,
Okay.
a good amount of time could be like 7 days. You want to make a
Yes.
position for $1,000 for 7 days. This gives you enough time for the price to go up.
Up.
Maybe
Yeah.
it takes time for the price to move. So you want to give yourself some time, and 7 days is usually like a nice amount. And then you can choose your leverage amount.
No,
So
no.
a 5x leverage amount means that instead of playing with $1,000, you're actually playing with $5,000. And
Wow.
if you go to 7.77, now you're playing with $7,700.
7,000. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now the why you, people might ask, okay, why don't I just do 7.7x all the time? Well, there is
Yes.
more risk involved when you choose a higher leverage, of course, because while you gain money faster, you also lose money faster um, if the price goes down. So if the price goes up, you're making a lot, but if the price goes down, you're losing faster. You're
You're
losing
losing a lot. Yeah.
7.7 faster. The leverage is actually the amount of the speed that you're going to gain and lose at. With a 7x leverage, you are gaining money 7 times faster than you would if you didn't have any leverage at all. But you are
Yes.
also losing money 7 times faster if the price goes down. And there's one more thing to take into account is that the higher the leverage, the higher the fees will be for your position. And there are fees, and the fees are sometimes pretty substantial, especially because in this currently so many people are making positions. They want to capitalize on how well BCH is doing. And so sometimes the fees can get very high. So for $1,000 at 7.7x, the fees would actually be 9%, which is $91 for this position.
$91. Yeah.
So in order for you to make a profit on this position, the price has to go, you have to make more than 10%, which
Yes.
that's not as hard as it looks at 7.7 because you're making money 7.7 times faster. So if there was no leverage, if you were at 1x, you would have to BCH would have to go up 9% for you to recoup these fees. But at 7.7, BCH has to go up maybe 1%, and you can
Yeah.
recoup these fees. So it's not horrible, but anything above 9 or 10% starts getting into the danger zone where you have to really think about what position you want to make if you want to even make a position.
Well, that's cool. And I think when you're adjusting the leverage slider, I think there's some information that's been written. Example, if you're at 5%, it says if the price reaches 555, that means anytime before maturity, the contract will liquidate immediately with zero payment. And if you adjust, I think if you, like you said, if you move it to a higher leverage, your liquidation becomes very close. And if you move it to also at a lower average, can we try putting it at 2x? Let's see the details. 2x. So you see here I can see it says if price reaches 347 USD per BCH, that means like we are down in the market minus 50 anytime before maturity, your contract will liquidate. And I think currently with the
Right.
with the current market stage, I think if you do a little bit of analysis, minus 50% is kind of a little bit hard. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but
It's not impossible, but it's very hard. Yes. So
yeah,
a
yeah, it's very
2x
hard. Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah, I
2x
understand.
leverage is actually it's quite safe. It's much safer than a 7.7x because
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
price
I
is
can.
currently the price of Bitcoin Cash is currently 700. It would have to
Yes,
fall down to 348 for your position to get liquidated.
yes, yes. So which is kind of a little bit
Is
difficult.
difficult.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at
yeah.
the
I
highest
understand.
leverage, it only has to drop to
Hundred,
$606.
which
And
can happen.
it can happen. It can happen
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
minute. It can happen
Yes,
very quickly. You have to be
yes.
very careful when you are making leverage positions. Now, for the people
Yeah.
who are not so uh, risk of not into taking so much risk, there is hedging as well, which is just stabilizing your Bitcoin Cash. And stabilizing is just the complete opposite of speculating.
Yeah.
And uh, the thing with the stabilizing is that if there is no leverage, so there is no leverage stabilizing. It's just if you have $10,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash and you want it to stay at the same value because you are scared of some crash in the near future, you would come here, you would put down $1,000 uh, or to make a position. You would choose the same amount of you would choose a time period, so let's say 7 days again, and then you choose how much protection you want for your money. So 50% means that um, the price would have to drop to 348, and at
Yes.
that point, your BCH is no longer protected. So if the price were to drop after that point, you would start losing value on your BCH. Whereas the lowest protection is 13%. And this means that the price were to drop 13%, you would start losing value if the price continues to go down.
That's cool. So I think this can come in handy for a lot of people who are dealing with a lot of BCH, in their wallets, or probably, let's say, commerce, or accepting BCH for commerce or for some of their trade, because okay, the price can go up, and then whereas they don't want to lose that value as well. So I think it can come in handy for them to basically just hedge the BCH for a particular amount of time.
Right. So for people who accept BCH at their work, it's very good because you can save the value of your BCH. You don't want $1 being worth less tomorrow than it was today. And the really cool thing about hedging is that it usually pays a premium, unlike speculating. In today, actually, I don't think there is a premium. Maybe because the
Okay.
price is so high, actually. So people are hedging today.
Yes. Okay.
Today, you would have to pay a fee as well for hedging. But
Okay. That
normally you. Oh wait, no, hold on. Maybe you could. All right, yeah, okay. So here you go. At a 3-month term, you would
yes.
actually get $425 on a $10,000 hedge. So if you were to hedge $10,000 right now at this very
Yeah.
second,
Yes.
they will
Yes.
pay you. They will pay you 425 USD. They won't pay you in USD. They'll pay it to you in BCH,
On BCA, that's yes.
which is maybe like 0.8 BCH maybe.
Yeah.
They would pay you that up front. You would be deposited into your BCH wallet, and you would get
Yeah.
that up front. And the rest of your money, it's stabilized at 10,000. So if you deposited 10,000, you will get $10,000 worth of BCH back at the end of maturity of the contract. So in this case, it's 90 days. In
90 days.
3 months, you would get back the same dollar value, but not the
Yes.
same amount in
On
BCH.
BCH, yes, but the same dollar value.
The same dollar value you get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
I
what the
think.
really cool thing about this platform is, because that's how the speculating and leverages work together. The person who is making a speculate, he is making money because he is taking from the people who are hedging. If the price was to go up, the
Yeah.
hedger would lose Bitcoin Cash, but remain at the same dollar value. He would
Value.
just not get any of the profits of the Bitcoin Cash going up. And those profits would go to the person who is speculating.
So that's really cool, and I think that's a beautiful way of explaining. So let's talk about the amount. Is there a least amount one can hedge and one can speculate? What's the least amount?
You can do any amount of hedging. I mean, you can do any amount of minimum. Hold on, no, the minimum is $1. Yeah, so it
Okay.
must be $1 at least to
Uh,
hedge.
yeah.
And there is a maximum as well. I think the maximum is 100,000. Let me check 100,001. Yeah, so the maximum is 100,000
Okay.
is the maximum that you can hedge.
Okay.
So if you want to hedge 200,000, you just have to make a second position,
You have to
but
make two contracts.
you'd have to make 2 contracts, right?
Mm.
And the fees might be a little higher on that second contract.
Yeah. Okay.
On the first contract, right now you would get $35.91 upfront as payment if you were to hedge 100,000 at this very
Yeah.
moment, which is an insane amount, by the way, because you get it for clicking a button right now. You'd have to
Yeah.
have the capital, but you
Yes.
they pay you up front $3,591
Mm.
dollars, which is a
That,
really
that's
good incentive.
that's kind of cool, but it's just that the capital is a little bit expensive. It's
Right, but you
much.
don't have to do 200,000. You could do,
Yeah. Yeah.
10,000, and you'd still get, 424. Or you could even do 1,000, and
Yes.
you would get 43. It's
For
not
the
it's not
future. Yeah.
horrible. You
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
hedge 100. and you get $4,
For
$4.32.
yeah,
But on
that's
$100, it's pretty good. It's 4%.
yes,
That means that in a year, it's 16%,
yes.
which are actually
That's
very great returns.
Of course, that's really cool. And I think if you look at the long term, when hedging or speculating, if you can do it long term, and I think it provides value, you see the good return on investment. That's your ROI. It's much more better in terms of if you are speculating, if you give it time, because definitely the market will have recovered, and probably in a week time from now or in 2 months time from now we just feel like yes the market will be a little bit more bullish than it is now, right?
Right. So hedging is very good in times of bear market,
Yeah,
um, because you are winning in two ways. You might be winning by getting these fees, these premiums. You might collect premiums, 4% premium, and then you will also collect more BCH as the price goes down. You are making BCH. You're not making
yeah,
more in terms of dollars, but you will be collecting more BCH. And when the price recovers, you will now have more BCH, and you will be earning more when the price starts going back up.
yeah. Like you said, I think that's a very good a good tactic. Like if hedging is good when a bear market, definitely you accumulate more BCH. And yeah, that's a very good another point to look at it. So I think what's next on. So I've noticed something on the platform which some few. Okay, okay, this is it. I think it says backup to restore your account. So that means if I have to save my keys on the or somewhere else safe so that I cannot be able to lose the contract, because like I said, when opening this you did not sign into anything, you just click on the website app.bchbull.com and it brings you to your contracts, right? So can you export contract? How can you save it? How can you make sure that your contracts are safe, you don't lose them?
Right. So, in order to, I don't want to show it on screen because I think
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
on
yeah,
my
no, yeah,
account.
just explain it. Just explain. You don't need
But
to.
for the account, you would have to go to the restore button, which is over here. I'm not going to click.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happens if I click. I don't want it to show my key.
Yeah, you don't need
So,
to.
so you would go to the, yeah. So for the back, wait, crap. For the backup, you would go to the restore, and then
Yeah,
it would show you a key, and you simply save that key. You put it in like a notepad or something. You can also just download it, and this just makes sure that if you ever lose your account, you can get back into your account. However,
yeah,
it's not actually the end of the world if you lose your accounts anyways, because all these contracts will end on their own. There is nothing that you have to do once you create a contract. The contract will finish on its own after the time has elapsed. In my case, 9 days or 85 days, for instance, right?
mm,
Um, it will elapse at that time, and the money will be sent directly to your wallet at that time. And so even if you lose the account, the money will still come back, and you can just create a new account. But it's really nice to have your account stored so that you can see your transaction history. You can go and check your transaction history for all time. So as you can see here, I have like a lot of pages. There's a lot of pages of transactions here. Some green, some red, even
yeah,
liquidations here.
yeah,
And that's where you see the risk of uh, of trading. So for me, you can see that I've made a total. I've actually come down a little. At the highest, I had like 750 BCH total gained. So even me, who makes a good amount, I'd say, on BCH Bull, you can see that it's not always green, right? You can lose
yeah,
money. There's a
yeah,
lot of liquidations. These are all hedges, so you don't know if they've won or not really. But you can see there's a lot of red days too, and this is the risk that you take when you are doing when you're using BCH Bull. See, there's a lot of reds, a lot of reds. In on this
yes,
day, I think there was so many liquidations on August
Yes.
17, 2023.
Mm.
Right, and these are big positions. These are 5,000, 5,000, 5,000.
5,000,
This
5,000.
is $25,000 right here. That
Wow.
can happen. And then you can see what happened the next day, right? When
Yes.
at the next day,
Mm.
we end up getting it back, and then some.
Yes.
But these are risks because if once you get liquidated, you can continue to lose and get more liquidations. It's really up to you as a trader to decide when is a good time to speculate, when is a good time to hedge, and then as you get more experience, it becomes a lot easier. And like I
Yeah.
said, you have advantages on BCH Bull because it's not in real time. You have a little bit
Yes.
of you have a little bit
Advantage.
of buffer, a little buffer time to decide what you want to do. And another cool thing that we didn't talk about actually is that when you do create the position, let's say you create 1,000, 5x, set 10 days, when you make the position and you are at this page right here, you
Yeah.
have 4 minutes to decide whether you actually want to send the money or not. And in these 4 minutes are included in your time frame. If you only have a 2 hour time frame on your position,
Mm.
this four
Yeah.
minutes is included in those 2 hours. So you'd go down to 156 if you use the whole 4 minutes. And in those 4 minutes, you can decide whether you want to actually go through with the contract. And this contract is locked right now. So it would say
Okay.
long position of $1,000 at 699.42. In these
Yes.
4 minutes, the price of BCH can go up or it can go
Up,
down.
down. Yeah.
If the price was to go right now to 800, let's say, right? If the
Yes.
price would go up to 800 in these 3 minutes, then you would know for sure that I should send in this money right now because the price is 800. So I would make a ton from
Yeah.
699 to 800. And you
Yeah.
have 3 minutes to lock it in and send in the funds. That's
Okay.
a really cool advantage.
Yeah. Let me ask this question. Okay. Let's say in a situation whereby I've made a contract probably let's say 5 days or 1 week, and then let's say the market has been up. Let's say like last 2 weeks the market has been up probably let's say a very good amount of very good percentage, and I feel like yes I want to close my contracts. Can I do that? Can I settle my contracts early before the maturity time?
So in the past, you could not settle them early, but nowadays there actually is a feature called early settlement. This is a new feature on BCH Bull, and I do not have it active right now, but you can turn it on in the
Okay.
settings.
Okay.
So you can enable it,
Yeah.
update settings, and now I should have the option to early settle. I think it's just automatically.
Okay.
Right. So early settlement. Oh, I didn't. I did it for 2 hours. The position has to be longer than 2 hours, so it makes seven
Okay.
days or 9 days. And you create a position, and it says early settlement is available for 9 days, 8 hours.
Okay.
So this is really cool because if your position is winning and you want to settle early, you
Yeah.
would just click on the contracts and a an option to sell early will appear. So on this
Yeah.
one, I don't have early settlement active, but if you did have it active, it would show you down here that you can settle early and you'd pay a fee to settle early.
Okay.
Right
Okay.
now, right now the fee to settle early is actually quite high. They try to deter you from settling early.
Yeah.
So you do pay a pretty high fee for settling early, but there is a way around that if you have good capital. And this is the advanced strategies that I don't know if we want to talk. There are advanced strategies you can use on BCH Bull to maximize your gains, and it's
Against.
something that I use. So while we talked about hedging and why it's good for people who have businesses and stuff to
Yeah.
save the money, it has advantages for people who are speculating as well. So
Okay.
as you can see here on my positions, I have a position here that's up 100%.
Yes.
100% on $10,000. That means it's up $10,000 currently.
Yes.
And the problem here is that the position doesn't end for 9 days.
Yes.
And I want to lock this value. So how would I lock this value if I don't have early settlement active? And even if I did have early settlement active, it would cost me too much money to settle early. There is a way
Yeah.
around this, and the way around this would be to lock in, to stabilize for the same amount of time as to speculate. So as
Yes.
you can see here, this $10,000 finishes in 9 days, and this $40,000
$100.
finishes in
Yeah.
9 days. If I
Yes.
wanted to lock it perfectly, I should have put $50,000 here. But
Yeah.
I thought that BCH has higher potential to go up, so this position still makes money when the price goes up. Um,
Yeah.
but
So
as you
I
can
think
see,
I think one has to just be smart around one around the platform. So in order for you to make maximum gains, you just have to be smart around the platform. So I think that's very cool. That's awesome.
right,
So yeah, I think what's the thing that we haven't talked about? I think we have something called premiums, which I've been seeing the BCH Bull Twitter account been I've been posting about it, and then there's also the uh is it there's also the badges, right? So let's quickly talk about that, and I think that's it.
right. There is badges, aren't there? I never even look at my badges most of the time,
I think
but
you have a lot of them.
I should have a lot. I don't know where to
Yeah,
see the badges
yeah. I
at.
think the star, the star, that's star.
Is it a
Yeah.
star? Okay, it is a star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I don't have all the badges. I'm missing 12. I don't
Wow.
know why I'm missing 12. Oh, it's because some of them are early settlements.
Yeah.
One early settlement contract with 10% loss, and I have to lose money.
You don't need that.
We don't want that one.
Yeah, we don't know that one.
We don't
So
want
I
the
think
lost
this
badges.
is awesome because I think that there was a discussion while ago to make these badges some sort of NFTs or some sort of stuffs where you can be sharing them onto the, which is cool actually. I love how they made the badges to show you how your performances are and stuff like that. I think probably in the near future they can make it shareable on, I don't know, social media, just to encourage other people, you understand, stuff like that. I think this is cool. This is like a collection. You can
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
just be like, these are my BCH Bull badges.
I think when it did come out,
Mm,
I was interested in getting as many of these as I could.
mm.
Um, and I think I did a pretty good job at getting most of them. I'm just
Yeah,
missing
yeah,
a couple. Some of these are contracts. These are badges that I don't want, though. One losing
yeah,
BTC
yeah,
contract, one losing ETH contract. Um, there's some more that I can get actually, but yes. Yeah, the badges are really cool, and I think if they turn them into NFTs in the future, that would be cool as well. You can show off your best badges, and if they can have the badges be more upgradable too, if they can go to uh if they can level up, that would be really cool as well.
yeah. I think that's awesome. So let's talk about the premiums then. Yeah, let's talk about premiums. What are they? And
Right, so there is actually a premium page. If I click this, it'll open up a new page. I'm not sure if it won't open up on the stream.
okay,
But yeah, so this opens up a page.
okay. Uh,
I'd have to switch
the recording page, right?
yeah, let me look for, okay, here we go, share.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Right. So this is what the premium page looks like. And this is a premium tracking page. So you can see currently all the positions that pay premiums and all the positions where you have to pay a premium. So as you
okay.
can see, the stabilizing, when you want to stabilize your money, there are some green premiums here after 30 days. If you create positions and hedge your money for 30 days or longer, you get a positive premium. You would get money in upfront for creating those positions. And as you saw, as we showed earlier,
Yeah,
hedging for 90 days, pays
it gives
4%.
you, yeah, 4%.
And the US dollar is the asset class with the most liquidity. So this is where you would find the most green. The rest, and it was also where you might find the cheapest speculate fees. Now, in the asset classes that have less liquidity, the fees can get higher. They can go to 64% even. And especially if you create a speculate position for a long period of time, that's when the fees gets really expensive. So even on the US dollar, the fee climbs to 32.57% on a 90-day speculate. But there are times where you can time it and the fees are lower.
Yeah.
Right. And so yeah, as you can see, there's all these asset classes have their charts for premiums. Bitcoin actually has a lot of green. If you create a position in the Bitcoin asset class right now,
Yeah.
if you hedge for any period over 7 days, you are getting some sort of positive premium on your money. And there's actually a decent amount of liquidity in the Bitcoin asset class as well. The fees to speculate are not too bad. And it's very nice to have this page available to you when you are making positions, because sometimes the fees maybe on one asset class are very high, and you can take advantage of a position by just looking at the other asset class to see if there's a better opportunity. Sometimes silver has cheap premiums compared to USD,
Yeah.
or
That's
maybe Chinese yuan has a better position. Sometimes you have to check.
that's really awesome. So let's talk about support. So now, if I have problem with the platform, probably something went wrong. Is there a support group? How can I where's their support group? I think that's something people should know. Like,
Yeah. So if something goes wrong, then you can just go to the Telegram channel. There's a BCH Bull Telegram channel, and those guys are pretty good. The people who create the platform, they're over there all the time to answer questions that you might have. Any problems that you are experiencing on BCH Bull, you would just go on to the Telegram channel, and somebody will solve your issues. And they're fast. They're fast with the responses. It's a
mm,
couple of minutes. They will respond to your questions. It's a very active Telegram channel.
so I think that's really awesome. And yeah, because Business Bull has really come a long way, and I think it's been getting better and better over time. A lot of updates. They are making a lot of updates, a lot of changes here and there. We hope to see this becomes one of the biggest DeFi platform in the space, and it's getting there because I think they are doing the volumes in terms of, you see their volumes, numbers of BCH, numbers of contracts. That means people are using the platform, and then people are actually earning money, and people are actually making use of the platform. So I just hope it's continues, and yeah, it grows on a daily. Probably now a lot of people will be coming into Bitcoin Cash, and they will love to say, okay, how can I make money? How can I where can I put my BCH to work? You understand? Instead of keeping it in a wallet, just to wait for the market to appreciate. I think if they should go to bchbull.com, study the guides, yeah, and try to see how they can take advantage. I think that's cool.
Right. There's a lot you can do on BCH Bull, and the better you are at using the platform, the more money you'll make.
Yeah, I think
So
that's yeah. Continue.
yeah. So I was just gonna say that some like advanced tactics, of course, is you take all the information from what we've already spoken, and if you combine all this information, there's a lot of advanced things that you can do on the platform. So as I showed, creating a long position for 90 days, the fees can get extremely high, but sometimes if you are around at the right moment, the fees might not be so high. So as you can
Yeah.
see here, I have a position of 10,000 USD for 85 days. That means that usually the fees for that position are very large. But I think I made this position a couple of days ago when the price had just touched 700 for the very first time.
Yeah.
Everyone started hedging their position. I said, I think the price will probably go up higher than 700 within the next 3 months, and I want to lock my money for 3 months. So I don't have any urge to sell it.
Yeah.
I want to keep it up there for 3 months. And so I think at the time the liquidity fee that wasn't as high. Instead of paying 40% like you would for a 3 month position, I only ended up paying 10% here. It was like
Yeah.
$1,000, which is still a pretty large amount, but usually that position costs a lot more to make. So if you take advantage of uh, the liquidity page, if I mean you take advantage of the premium page whenever you see a good opportunity, you can
Yeah.
take advantage of those moments. You take advantage of the fact that you have multiple minutes to send the funds for a position. So you have 4 minutes to decide whether you want to send the money in to make position. You can always take advantage of those entire 4 minutes. So that's something to do as well if to be an experienced trader. And another thing is to just usually, it's really nice to have a live price charts open,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
an exchange, so you can see the live
Yeah.
price of BCH and compare to the prices of BCH Bull. And combining all these things, you'll end up having more success on the platform.
Yeah, definitely. You have to have a lot of information to make those decisions for you not to lose money as well. So I think that's awesome. You, Blake, it's amazing. It's nice to have you because you've shared a lot of information. I think this video will be very, very helpful for those that want to get started. And you've shared your years of experience using the platform for us. I think these are some information that you wouldn't get on any guide unless it's from someone who has been using the platform and he knows his ways around it. So that's awesome. Yeah, I think we're almost close to an hour. So we should be rounding up anytime soon now. So Blake, it's nice to have you. Just a parting message to the Bitcoin Cash communities out there. Uh, yeah, just just say something to them, and yeah, we'll be rounding it up.
You just say something about the BCH community.
Yeah, just a message to guys out there. I think they should try it out BCH Bull, something like that, just so that we'll use it as an intro. That's
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who out there who likes BCH and wants to participate in uh you know the decentralized platforms that BCH has to offer, BCH Bull is one of the best places to look at. A great way to use your BCH if you're not doing anything with it. If you're looking to actually use your BCH and not just hold it in your wallets, BCH Bull is fantastic for that. And it's great to have these decentralized applications. And um, I'm always excited to try out any new uh, DeFi application that's on the BCH chain and works as well as this platform does.
Oh, that's great. So, Blake, it's nice to have you. And hi, everyone. So, we've come to the end of this webinar, and Blake has shared awesome information, awesome insights on the BCH Boot platform. So, guys, you guys should listen, and yeah, we can't wait to have you next time again to share more, some of your experience with us. So, it's nice to have you, Blake, and from me, Zunuran Idris from Bitcoin Cash Nigeria. That's goodbye. See you guys in the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So thank you, Blake.
And good night.